Hello friends, I am Parvinder Randhawa from IBSL India. You are watching my YouTube channel. That's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. This is listening class. In this I am going to do the section 4 and I have selected from Cambridge 13 test 3 section 4 and you are watching my YouTube channel. That's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. So this is the point here, that is Cambridge 13 test 3. So this is a section 4 and this is a third video related to listening. So here I am not going to underline, I will play the audio then underline the words. Fine. And you know that in section 4 I think you know everything. Fine. That in section 4 the break is a kind of, you can say, just a touching point. So please try to underline from 31 to 40. Fine. So let's play the audio.
You will hear part of a biology lecture about an animal called the sleepy lizard that is common in parts of Australia. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40.
Last week we started looking at reptiles, including crocodiles and snakes. Today, I'd like us to have a look at another reptile, the lizard, and in particular, at some studies that have been done on a particular type of lizard whose Latin name is Tiliqua rugosa. This is commonly known as the sleepy lizard, because it's quite slow in its movements and spends quite a lot of its time dozing under rocks or lying in the sun. I'll start with a general description. Sleepy lizards live in Western and South Australia, where they're quite common. Unlike European lizards, which are mostly small, green and fast-moving, sleepy lizards are brown, but what's particularly distinctive about them is the colour of their tongue, which is dark blue, in contrast with the lining of their mouth, which is bright pink. And they're much bigger than most European lizards. They have quite a varied diet, including insects and even small animals, but they mostly eat plants of varying kinds. Even though they're quite large and powerful, with strong jaws that can crush beetles and snail shells, they still have quite a few predators. Large birds like cassowaries were one of the main ones in the past, but nowadays they're more likely to be caught and killed by snakes. Actually, another threat to their survival isn't a predator at all, but is man-made. Quite a large number of sleepy lizards are killed by cars when they're trying to cross highways. One study carried out by Michael Freak at Flinders University investigated the methods of navigation of these lizards. Though they move slowly, they can travel quite long distances. And he found that even if they were taken some distance away from their home territory, they could usually find their way back home as long as they could see the sky. They didn't need any other landmarks on the ground. Observations of these lizards in the wild have also revealed that their mating habits are quite unusual. Unlike most animals, it seems that they're relatively monogamous, returning to the same partner year after year. And the male and female also stay together for a long time, both before and after the birth of their young. It's quite interesting to think about the possible reasons for this. It could be that it's to do with protecting their young. You'd expect them to have a much better chance of survival if they have both parents around. But in fact, observers have noted that once the babies have hatched out of their eggs, they have hardly any contact with their parents. So there's not really any evidence to support that idea. Another suggestion is based on the observation that male lizards in monogamous relationships tend to be bigger and stronger than other males. So maybe the male lizards stay around so they can give the female lizards protection from other males. But again, we're not really sure. Finally, I'd like to mention another study that involved collecting data by tracking the lizards. I was actually involved in this myself. So we caught some lizards in the wild and we developed a tiny GPS system that would allow us to track them, and we fixed this onto their tails. Then we set the lizards free again, and we were able to track them for 12 days and gather data, not just about their location, but even about how many steps they took during this period. One surprising thing we discovered from this is that there were far fewer meetings between lizards than we expected. It seems that they were actually trying to avoid one another. So why would that be? Well, again, we have no clear evidence, but one hypothesis is that male lizards can cause quite serious injuries to one another. So maybe this avoidance is a way of preventing this, of self-preservation if you like. But we need to collect a lot more data before we can be sure of any of this.
That is the end of section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
This is all about the section 4, and this is really a nice test also. And this is from Cambridge 13, test 3, section 4, and they are talking about the sleepy lizard. First of all, they have told us about that their color is brown, but they are just like we can say identify by their blue tongue, right? And size he talked about also. Then he said died, right? And even if he talked about this one insects, right? He spoke, but mostly then he used the word, right? From where my mind changed, and mainly of plants. And regarding this main predators, he talked about the large birds, right? But that was past. Nowadays, he spoke very clearly that is snakes. And regarding the navigation technique, when they return home, check his language, right? They see the sky. So da is use see. That's the reason here sky. And in the wild, these keep the same pattern because for years after years he used this kind of word, and he went to the one word also that is mating. So from where we get the idea also, right? And he talked about this word also, that is partner. And possible reasons is this one, to improve the survival. People say, but the cross is there. They have the noted that after noted he said hardly contact. Hardly word instead of little. So this is similar. These are similar words. And to provide protection, that's the second here. And after this, he went to the GPS system. He used the word fixed, and he talked about the tiles, right, of the lizards. So that's why the answer is tiles. And in another one, he talked about the location and how many of steps taken, not number of. So how many is equal to the number. Again, the matching technique naturally. And the cross of words. And in the last, why because they want prevention and they don't want any injuries. So that's why these are the answers. This is section 4, Cambridge 13, test 3. So thanks for watching this video. Right? So you may have the listening. You can check yourself also. You can do this test by yourself and try to judge yourself. Right? Please subscribe my channel so that you can get the notifications. Like, comment and share. Fine. Thanks for watching this video. Now I'm going in Hindi. आज हमने जो टॉपिक किया सेक्शन 4 का है, कैम्ब्रिज 13 बुक है, टेस्ट 3 है. आप सबके सामने बुक है। सबसे पहले उसने डिस्क्रिप्शन के ऊपर गया, उसने वर्ड को यूज़ किया डिस्क्रिप्शन। उसने कहा कि मैं वेस्टर्न और साउथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया की बात करता हूँ। उसने कहा कि वो ब्राउन है बट ज़्यादातर वो ब्लू टंग से जाने जाते हैं। सेकंड थिंग उसने कहा कि वो काफ़ी बड़े, वो पहले बोल चुका था। डाइट में थोड़ा सा क्या किया, पहले ये इंसेक्ट्स बोला था, कुछ और बोला मुझे याद नहीं है। फिर उसके बाद मैं जब जहाँ से मैं इंसेक्ट्स लिखने लगा, फिर मुझे लगा नहीं मैं गलती कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि उसने मोस्टली बोला। मैं सुन रहा था ध्यान से, तो मोस्टली को मैंने मेनली से मैच किया। ये बेनिफिट होता है एलवाई वर्ड्स को एडवर्ब्स को मैच करने, वर्ड्स को नोट करने का। प्लांट्स मेरा आंसर आ गया। लार्ज बर्ड्स के बारे में बोला पजल करने के लिए, लेकिन फिर स्नेक्स के बारे में बोला, वो रिटर्न था। और जब उसने कहा कि वो घर से वापस आते हैं तो वो स्काई को देखकर ही ट्रैवल नेविगेट करते हैं, तो स्काई मेरा इसलिए आंसर आया था। अरे फिर आगे जाके वो चला गया वाइल्ड पे, ऑब्जर्वेशन इन द वाइल्ड। यहाँ के बाद स्काई के बाद वो कहता है कि ऑब्जर्वेशन लिजर्ड्स ये मतलब कि ईयर आफ्टर ईयर सेम पार्टनर रखते हैं। ये ऑब्जर्वेशन हमने इनके वाइल्ड में किया, वाइल्ड एरिया में, ठीक है, जंगल में जाके। फिर आगे जाके वो कहता है कि पॉसिबल रीज़न, अब कई लोग कहते हैं कि वो क्यों बच्चों के साथ रहते हैं, तो कहता है कि सर्वाइवल करते हैं जंगवंश का। लेकिन कहता जब हमने रिसर्च किया तो हमने हार्डली उनके बीच में कोई कॉन्टैक्ट देखा, इसलिए मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट बन गया, हार्डली मेरा लेटर से मैच हो गया। फिर वो कहता है दूसरा रीज़न ये भी हो सकता है, कुछ लोग मानते हैं कि वो प्रोटेक्शन देते हैं किसको, फीमेल लिजर्ड्स को, क्योंकि वो स्ट्रांग होते हैं। और उसने यहाँ पे उनकी मतलब कि वो बताई है, स्ट्रेंथ भी बताई थी। फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट में वो जीपीएस पे चला गया। उसने कहा कि हमने फिक्स किया टू द टाइल्स। ये थोड़ा सा प्रोनाउंसिएशन पे ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, प्रोनाउंसिएशन पे आपको, ठीक है, क्योंकि ये बहुत ज़रूरी है। टाइल्स उसने बोला तो हमें कंसंट्रेट करना पड़ेगा इस वर्ड के ऊपर। आगे वो कहता है जैसे ही हाउ मैनी बोला, मैंने आंसर मेरे माइंड में स्टिक हो गया। उसके बाद स्टेप्स बोला तो मैंने कहा नंबर को तो मैंने देखा ही हुआ है, तो नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स मेरा हो गया। 40th में जब वो आता है वो कहता है इसलिए एक दूसरे, क्योंकि वो प्रिवेंशन टेक्निक में बिलीव करते हैं और एक दूसरे को इंजरी नहीं देना चाहते, चोट नहीं पहुंचाना चाहते, तो ये रीज़न है कि वो एक दूसरे को अवॉइड करते हैं। तो ये था मेरा टोटल टेस्ट सेक्शन 4 का, जिसको मैंने सॉल्व किया आप लोगों की आके। बट मैं काफ़ी मतलब एक चीज़ वही है कि हमेशा मैचिंग टेक्निक ही वर्क आती है। अगर आप सही असेसमेंट करते हैं, मैचिंग टेक्निक करते हैं, आपके आंसर सारे ठीक होते हैं, राइट। और ये लिसनिंग इज़ मच इम्पॉर्टेंट जस्ट लाइक अदर सेक्शंस ऑल्सो, बिकॉज इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट भी पता ही है। एंड यू आर वॉचिंग माई यूट्यूब चैनल, दैट्स परविंदर रंधावा गुरु। फाइन, रिमेन subscriber, or please subscribe my channel so that you can get the notifications. Like, comment and share my YouTube channel, that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. सब्सक्राइब करिए मेरे चैनल को ताकि आपको लेटेस्ट वीडियोस पता लगे, और शेयर, और काफ़ी शेयरिंग हो रही है मेरी वीडियोस की, ताकि आपके फ्रेंड्स को और आपके नॉन्स कॉन्टैक्ट्स और जो भी आपके पर्सन कॉन्टैक्ट्स में है, दे ऑल्सो नो अबाउट माई वीडियोज़। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। यू आर वॉचिंग माई यूट्यूब चैनल, दैट्स परविंदर रंधावा गुरु।